Am I rushing this? Change is just super hard and weird. Whenever I'm having a rough day or just like feeling kind of defeated or like, I don't know, I feel like I worry about the future or what's coming next a lot. Definitely having one of those days today. I hate that I can't hear myself. When I was in New York last week, I kind of decided that I was gonna move there beginning to mid-October, and I literally said in my last vlog how badly I wanted to move there, but how I knew when I got home I was gonna like feel settled and comforted and want to stay here longer. And 2 nights ago I booked a flight to go back on Thursday and look for apartments, and I'm not seeing anything on the market I'm obsessed with. So I think part of me is kind of worried I'm not gonna find something I love, and at the same time I'm like, am I rushing this? Because I'll go to New York this next week, look for a place, say I find a place, and it's an October 15th move-in. I get home, I think like October 3rd or something. I'll have like 2 weeks at home, not even, and then I have to move. I don't know, I'm just like questioning if I'm ready, which I thought I was so ready and I knew this was gonna happen. Now I'm just worrying myself about jobs and everything, because I was gonna wait till I moved to New York, settled in, because I have a job right now. It's social media, content creation. Sometimes I feel kind of ashamed with this being my only job, and I don't ever want to be out of touch. I know I'm not out of touch. I don't know, I feel like some people kind of frown upon influencing, and I feel so blessed that this is my job, but at the same time, maybe I'll feel more fulfilled with another job. And then at the same time, New York's really expensive, so it would definitely help out having another job. But then thinking about applying for other jobs and going through interviews and stuff really scares me and stresses me out, because social media has pretty much been my only job since I was 17. I'm 23 now, and now that I'm done with school, it's like, okay, this is my full-time thing. This is what I'm devoting all of my time to. I had an internship last summer, so I went through that interviewing process, and I obviously had random jobs in high school during the summers. Besides that, literally the only job experience I have. So entering the workforce, entering corporate America really fucking scares me, especially with the job market being as competitive as it is. I don't know, I'm kind of hard on myself and feel underqualified. And also part of me is like, why did I get a digital marketing degree when I literally taught myself digital marketing? Obviously I learned things in school, but through experience with social media and this being my job for 6 years, I didn't really need to go to school for that, and now that's all I know how to do, I guess. Part of me wishes I would have went to school for something completely different than social media. That's like all I knew I was interested in, and I still don't know what I'm interested in. Thinking about having another social media job on top of this being my own personal career just sounds really complicated, and I feel like I would get burnt out. So I don't know. There's just obviously so many things going through my brain right now. And then with this flight coming up on Thursday, today's Tuesday, so I leave so soon. Pressure of finding an apartment and not even knowing if I want to move this soon. Like I think I would rather wait until like November 1st. But with New York, it's such a quick turnaround with apartments. So if I'm going this soon, it's like I'm looking at immediate or October 15th move-ins. I don't know, just so much going on in my brain, so many decisions. And this is just like such a big time in my life. I just finished school and I just feel really overwhelmed, honestly, today. I just walked on the treadmill for a bit, and I'm gonna take my dogs for a walk now. Looks nice outside and I need a walk too. I kind of wanted to focus this vlog around sort of my wellness routine. Wellness for me means literally just feeling good overall. I'm not strict when it comes to my diet or working out or anything like that. I would say wellness to me is a balanced lifestyle. I think this headband is giving me a headache, but I can't take it off. I feel like crying. I deal with so much self-doubt and it like really weighs on me. Why can't I just believe in myself for once? We're working on that. All right, let's go for a walk, I guess. made an iced dirty chai with blueberry syrup. I just used the Tazo chai. It comes in like the carton, and then 2 shots of espresso I make with my Nespresso. I have a really old Nespresso and she's still working great. I've had it for probably 5 or 6 years, and then homemade blueberry syrup and Chobani oat milk. I'm just doing some work right now, and then I actually have to start packing for New York because I'm going back tomorrow to start looking for apartments. My dog just jumped at the door. I've barely been home a week. I feel kind of rushed. It was like the cheapest flight option for the next couple weeks, so I hope I can find something. I'm really kind of anxious about it. Apartment hunting in New York is such a draining and consuming process, so I'm fingers crossed gonna have a better experience than I've had in the past. I just got a package from my friend Cody's dad's bagel company, so we're gonna open it. I'm trying to vlog for TikTok today too. So bad at doing both. Now my dog wants it back in. I think these ones are plain. Everything smells so good. I think these smell like pumpkin. And then these look like blueberry. So excited. These are from Western Bagels. They're based in LA. Okay, kind of a random ending to this vlog, but I felt like I should just be real for a second and kind of explain where my head's been at. So I am in Issa's apartment right now in New York. Got here on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. I'm leaving tonight. Like I said earlier in this video, the whole point of me coming to New York this week, 4 or 5 days, was to look for apartments. I also committed to watching Moo, Issa's cat. So she was headed to Boston for the weekend. I told her, yes, I'll be here. I can watch Moo for the weekend while I look for apartments. I actually figured out this time while I've been here that I'm allergic to Moo. I have been having like such bad allergies, pet allergy symptoms, just like really watery eyes, runny nose, whatever. Besides the point. So I was here to look for apartments, and like I also said at the beginning of this vlog, I honestly just felt kind of rushed. I don't know. Change is just super hard and weird, and like I also said, I don't have like a job lined up here. I obviously do this for a living right now, but like I'm so content with it right now, but I feel like I want something on top of it. I want to use my degree. I want to work a real job, I guess. I mean, do I want to work a real job? I don't know. That's part of the reason why I'm not ready, because I'm not ready to commit to something like that. I'm not ready for the job application process. I'm not ready for all of the scary things that come along with that. I was requesting all of these apartments to tour, and I ended up literally only going to see 2 apartments. I went to one in East Williamsburg, and then I went to one in Little Italy because I was like, oh, how convenient. I didn't even take a video of the one in East Williamsburg because the surroundings were not a vibe. It was like a very industrial area, not a lot of pedestrians, not a lot of like businesses. So I just knew it wasn't my area. And then the realtor literally got there and was like, oh, I can't even show you this unit, but I have one 10 minutes away. You want to see that one? And I was like, sure. So I walked to literally, it was like a 15-minute walk to Bushwick. Again, just not a very like high traffic area. So I just didn't, before even seeing the unit, I was like, okay, no, I don't want to pay $3,000 to live in this neighborhood. It just like, it didn't feel homey. It didn't feel super safe. Just judging off of like first glance, it didn't feel safe. So it could have been completely fine. It just did not feel like an area that I wanted to live in as a 23-year-old living alone. Didn't even take a video of that unit in Williamsburg. Felt kind of defeated that day. Didn't tour anything else that day. And then the next day I went to the one in Little Italy, and I'll insert a video. I took a really shit video because I didn't like it. And it was a 6th floor walk up, and I'm not trying to do a 6th floor walk up. I just am gonna be honest. I'm not gonna do that. Not even because of the walk up, because of moving into a walk up is actually not a vibe. If it was a 2-floor walk up, I could have considered, but what? 6 floors with a mattress, with a couch, with a table, with a dresser. No. So I barely considered it. I'll show you the video if you're curious. It was pretty minuscule. It was a 2-bedroom. It wasn't very spacious, not a lot of light, not what I'm looking for. And then after that, I literally had this like realization. I was laying in bed that night and I was like, I knew in my gut before I was coming, this wasn't the week that I was gonna find an apartment. I didn't feel ready. I felt really rushed. I feel like too attached to home a little bit still. So yeah, I basically kind of accepted the fact that this wasn't gonna be the week I found my apartment. I just like felt it. I don't know. That seems like weird, but there wasn't anything coming up on the market that I was like obsessed with. I need to see this. So I gave up essentially, but it just didn't feel like the right time. I felt like I really rushed it. I felt way too pressured and literally not ready to move yet, not ready to pick up my life in Wisconsin and bring it here. I just felt kind of unsettled and that's okay. There was literally no need for me to come to New York this week. I had fun. I saw some friends. I stayed at Issa's apartment a lot, honestly, because I just was sort of like sad and like felt weird. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I think we may pick up the apartment search in a couple weeks, 3 weeks. I do want to move here soon. I just felt like this week finding an apartment wasn't the time. A lot of apartments in New York are immediate move-ins, and so a lot of the units you're viewing, it's like, oh, are you ready to sign the lease and move in tomorrow? No. Basically, I'm gonna come back in a few weeks with more of a fresh, open mind and like my knees really hurt. I needed more of like apartment hunting eyes. I just was not in the right mindset, and I would love to have my mom come with me. That'd be great. Maybe we can work that out. I'm gonna come back soon, look at more places, look at a lot more places. I literally didn't see shit. I didn't vlog while I was here because my last vlog was in New York. Gonna be completely honest, I didn't really do that much. I really have anything on my camera roll from this trip. You guys saw the few clips that I took on my phone, but besides that, I didn't really film anything. The main point of this video wasn't meant to be a New York vlog anyways. I was gonna do a separate vlog of apartment hunting if I actually like followed through with that, but I clearly did not. That is where I'm at. Change is honestly just super weird and hard, and it's hard to feel ready. Will I ever feel ready? I don't know. So I just need to get to a point of feeling more like settled, more like comfortable with the feeling of moving here. I'm financially really scared. I don't really like to talk about that, but money is a really scary thing to me. I've always just like been super frugal. My dad is really frugal, and I think I kind of developed that from him. Ow. I'm gonna end this video here. Kind of a fail. Let me know what kind of home content you guys want to see from me, since I'm gonna be at home longer now in Wisconsin for a bit, and then we'll see where the wind blows me in the next few weeks. I'm not really sure. Not really sure how the next month or so is gonna pan out, but we'll see. I'm really bad at making decisions, but I'm also very impulsive, so we'll see what happens. That's all I have. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me, and I love you guys.